Hi, this is another tutorial on how to do a middle of a flower. Now I picked this middle because it just works well for what I'm going to do. Now this is from Johanna Basford's daily calendar. This is the 2018 calendar, I think, and I love this flower, and this middle just seemed to be the great thing to work. Now this one is going to be done using Derwent Lightfast in different brown shades. You probably could substitute with any set of pencils. All you need really is 3 shades of brown, going from, you know, this sort of quite a light shade that I've got here to a very dark shade, and maybe a black as well, and a yellow. So I'm going to demonstrate with this, and hopefully you'll be able to adapt it for whatever set of pencils you've got. Now what I'm going to start by doing with this one is to do a layer in this light brown colour, so all the way across the whole of the centre. I'm going to not do these little round bits. I would probably do those in black or something like that to look like seeds. So I'm just going to do a gentle layer across the whole thing. Now the idea for this one is to have a darker layer at the bottom. And so I'm going to build up the darker colour, but I'm going to do more of the light colour here first, and then build on top of that with some of the darker colours as well. So these Derwent pencils are very nice. You really only have to just touch the paper and you get colour coming out. So I try and press as gently as I can to start with, especially on this thin paper, because I don't really know how many layers it's going to take. So that's my lightest one. Now my next shade I'm going to go in with is the natural brown, and you can see this is more of a mid brown. So again, you could use any shade. I've just noticed it needs a good sharpen. I'm sorry I wasn't prepared. I should sharpen them beforehand. There we go. So I'm going to start at the bottom here where I want the colour to be more intense, and then fade it out gently towards the top area. Now at the moment the top area looks a little scruffy. I don't know how well you can see it on that camera, but I will come back to it later and do more work on it. And I'm just really intensifying it down at the bottom there. And then I'm going to take my final shade, which again is really blunt. It's the chocolate. So this is a really dark brown. And I'm going to concentrate more at the bottom with this one. I'm going to go up quite a bit here because I want to emphasise this to make it look slightly rounded if I can. And what I'm also going to do is go all the way around the edge in this one to look like there's some shadow coming from those circular seeds that are all around the edge. And although this top bit's supposed to be really light, I find it makes quite a difference to just put in these little shadow lines all round. And it just seems to start to make it look more three-dimensional. And put quite a lot of intense colour down at the bottom here. Now the good thing with these Derwent pencils is you don't have to press very hard. I think they're great for anyone who has any problems with their hands or anything. Unfortunately, they're very expensive. Okay, and lastly I'm going to go with this Mars Black. Now this is it says it's black, but it's actually quite brown shade, which I'm really fond of. And I'm just going to take that in to really emphasise how dark it is underneath here. And lots of dark there. Then what I tend to do is go back over in sort of reverse order. So this is the chocolate, so this is the next shade down in our browns to go back over with, and then back down to the natural brown colour, and take that up just a tad more. And then our final colour, which was, well, it was our first colour, the Vandyke Brown. So I'm going to go gently, make sure this is all blended in so it looks a bit more natural. Just gentle layers over the top of there. And then as a little final touch, I'm going to take my yellow ochre. You could take any yellow and go over the top of here just a little bit, just to make it look a bit more shiny. Now, because the Derwents are so good, you can take that out and lighten quite a big area. And there we go. We've got another flower middle. Thank you.